Good afternoon, Westwood, and welcome to the multi-purpose field. It is the home opener. Actually, scratch that. They played at home, I believe, on Monday. This is the second home game for your Westwood Girls Lacrosse, taking on TVL rival Medfield. And folks, this is a really good matchup we have early on in the season. Medfield number 5 in the state, Westwood number 7 in the state with the Boston Globe rankings. And the rankings were done by Trevor Haas, who was here at the game himself. It's awesome to see. One of the best in the business when it comes to girls lacrosse coverage. Been doing it for a long time. And he is here, excited like we are to watch this game between two terrific teams. Medfield, the reigning defending Division III state champ. Westwood, a Final Four finalist last year. And both teams just perennial, year after year, they graduate just incredible talent that go on to play at the next level, and then the next crop comes in. And the next crop is sensational. They are all so well skilled, well talented, ultra competitors, and just ready to be the next, hero that they saw when they were kids watching Westwood High School when they were growing up. And we are underway. Mackin on the draw, and she gets the draw control. That was fantastic. Jenny Mackin, one of the captains for the Wolverines. In addition, Olivia Mason, Olivia Shea, and Lizzie Weeman. Mackin, we talked about her in the season preview, just such a gifted player. She covers the full field. She can score goals, she can play exceptional defense, and she's got a motor. She does not take a play off. A ball hits the turf, picked up by Bridget Hughes. Hughes going to settle it around the net, working it towards the net, trying to get a shot, gets deflected, and then a save by the Medfield goaltender. Ball hits the turf and picked up by Medfield. So a shot by Westwood, saved by Medfield, and then we get a ball loose on the turf, picked up by Weeman. Weeman with the ground ball. It was a great job by the Wolverines to force a pressure pass to enable that ball to hit the turf. Westwood gets it back on the other way. Emma Fitzpatrick gonna work it up on the top of the screen. We're gonna settle it with Mackin. So returners for your Wolverines. We mentioned Mackin. Cassidy McMillan, keep an eye on her, folks. She had 7 goals versus Hopkinton. And Hopkinton is a playoff team, folks. You got Emma Fitzpatrick coming back, who is a terrific scoring threat, a great dodger. And playing that is Ellie Harrington. She's going to pull it out and reset. Fitzpatrick, great lacrosse player, field hockey player. Harrington as well. Harrington had the game winner versus Masconomet in the round of 16. What a memory for her and her family and the Wolverines. A great defense by Medfield, keeping Westwood to the outside. We do get a whistle. I think Bridget Hughes. I mix up the Bridgets very frequently, but it's just a good thing because Bridget Hughes and Bridget Lewis, pretty darn good athletes. As Evan shakes his head over here, he's covered a number of these games. As Bridget Hughes is going to have the ball on an off angle. She's going to set it up on her left hand. Hughes going to pull out. A smart move as Medfield had some good angles there. She's going to send it behind the net. Over to, looks like Ava Meredith. Ava Meredith, Springfield College commit. To McMillan. Wolverine's going to work it around. This is where they open up the field a little bit, look for some cutters, and look for some matchups. There comes Hughes, and she draws the shooting space. So Hughes going to have a good look on a better angle this time and try and take it to the net. Not a great angle, but a better angle than the first time. She'll certainly looks like have an opportunity to get a shot off. She's going to start with it lefty. Hughes to the net, gets knocked loose. And that's an infraction on Westwood, going to be Medfield ball. So great defense by Medfield, able to knocked the ball loose as Hughes was going to the net. And Westwood gets the ball back. Mackin gets the turnover, but knocked it loose again, and Medfield comes away with it. It's a wet, cold, muggy day. And we're going to see a lot of balls hit the ground just from the moisture, and Westwood gets a turnover, and they get the ball back. Cassidy McMillan. So they're going to restart here. McMillan's going to have the ball. He's going to work it across the field. Looking for Weeman. Weeman gets a nice play off the hop. Comes Meredith. Meredith making a move. Works it back to Hughes. Hughes, a terrific passer. He had a lot of assists from the X position, working towards the net. Meredith with the shot, and they're going to say an infraction. I think she may have been a crease violation. Might have stepped in the crease, so it's going to be a Medfield ball. So some good defense, some good solid fundamental defense here so far in the first quarter. That ball got loose, but then picked up by Medfield. They're going to try and send it up on a fast-paced break-in and working through a couple players, but Westwood defenders able to knock it loose and picked up by Moira Keneally. Moira sending it upfield. That takes a hop, and a nice play by Fitzpatrick. Great adjustment to get that on the second hop. And she's got her feet moving, going right forward towards the net. And sending it down low, looking for Bridget Hughes. That's going to get away, and that will be a Medfield ball. So not exactly perfect weather for a lacrosse game, so the passes aren't going to be crisp. It's cold. Hands are going to be cold. You know, probably helpful with the gloves on, but not as helpful as you'd think with just, oh, great play there. Gannon had a stick on that. Medfield able to recover. And working in is Jenna McDonald, daughter of Stephen and Donna McDonald. Stephen, a member of the class of '91, state champion as a player, state champion as a coach 2 times. Medfield working in. Westwood defense, stifling. They do a great job of closing the gaps. That was Shea, in addition to Gannon. Gannon helping out, playing a little defensive midi. As Westwood holding down the perimeter nicely. Mason not giving any ground. Shot by Medfield, nice score. There's a shot by number 27, a nice low shot, finds the back of the net to get their first goal and get the first goal of the game. With 5:14 remaining here in the first quarter. So Medfield, the first one to get on the board. That was a nice shot. It really, you know, Olivia Mason did a good job of setting the perimeter, but 27 just shot a ball through traffic. Tough to see, and those are effective shots. So 27, the goal scorer. Apologies in advance. I printed off rosters, but I forgot to bring them with me. So I have Westwood's roster on my phone right now, but I do not have Medfield's, as Westwood gets the draw control. And they're going to get right to work. Had a couple good looks, but nothing to show for it on the goal sheet yet. But working nicely to get there. Fitzpatrick just looking to dodge. Mackin looking inside. I'll work it over to McMillan. McMillan. I hear she's got a heck of a shot. There it is! Cassidy McMillan with a rocket. Had the opportunity the other day to see some of the practice and talk to head coach Margot Spatola, and she said, wait till you see Cassidy McMillan's shot. It is an absolute rocket, and that was what we just saw. So McMillan ties it up at 1 as she went to the net and just fired that. All right, back to the draw we go. Great answer for the Wolverines. Jenny Mackin setting up the wings as the ball is in the air. Takes a hop. McMillan had a stick on it, then deflected. McMillan battling for it. She gets it. Westwood ball. Nice effort there to get the drop control for the Wolverines. So critical in games like this is the possession battle. As Hughes working towards the net, she takes some contact and we get a whistle. And let's see where she's set up. She's going to have a decent look. So Hughes on the left side. Holds it, shot, and she scores. Beautiful goal by Hughes. What incredible patience. You know, when you see those shooting spaces, you expect, you know, a little angst behind some of those shots. You know, quick bounce shot or a quick shot as you get close to the net. Just remarkable patience there to hold on to it and then find more of that net and then put it in the back of the net to put the Wolverines up 2-1. Great goal. It puts the Wolverines up. Right back to the draw we go. Mackin looking to win another one. That ball is headed forward. She picks it up herself. Jenny Mackin, absolutely sensational.
They were going at each other a little bit. I like that.
And the Wolverines working it around. Trying to work it towards the net. Medfield doing a good job kicking it outside. So we got a whistle. Looks like Mandeville's going to have the ball. Evan, if I'm not mistaken, Mila Mandeville, does she have a podcast? One of the fastest growing podcasts in the town of Westwood. One really great podcast to get the student perspective and have some great guests. It's awesome. I want to see more of that. Students getting involved in the podcast. It's really cool to see. Gannon battling for it. Ball back on the turf. Gannon gets it for a second, and then she's able to lock it in. And that knocks loose, but McMillan there on the backup. Great anticipation by McMillan. Be around the ball just in case that ball hits the turf. She was there to pick it up. The possession battle is so important. It's not just the face-offs, folks. It is the turnovers and also regaining possessions. Hughes going to the net. Shot. She scores. Bridget Hughes again. Back-to-back goals. The Stonehill College commit. Nothing better than committing before your senior year and being able to play your sport when your decision's been made and you don't have to worry about that. You play a little freer. And back-to-back goals for Hughes. And right back to the draw. Mackin has been outstanding. Got Gannon to the left. And Mandeville on the right, helping on the wings. We're going to get an infraction. It's an infraction on Medfield Westwood ball. So Westwood's going to have the possession. And apologies, that was Ellie Harrington on the wing, not Mandeville. Harrington, the niece of head coach of Westwood Boys Lacrosse, Todd Zaharik. Saw him at a bunch of the field hockey games. I go, Coach, how are you? He goes, oh, I'm here. My niece, Ellie Harrington, watching her play. And he could not be more proud of her and the game winner she had in the playoffs. That ball is knocked loose, but going to be an infraction. We're going to get a shooting space for the Wolverines, and it's going to come from Jenny Mackin. Mackin. That shot gets deflected, goes to the ground, and picked up by Jenna McDonald. Jenna McDonald tiptoeing the sideline. She's going to send it back to her defense, work their breakout. Medfield going to work it up the near side. Westwood trying to force some pressure. They do such a good job of making difficult breakouts happen, turning that into turnovers as Medfield working the other way. Shot and a goal. That was a beautiful transition all the way from their defensive end, to work it upfield, then shot on net, and to score and to put the game within 1. So Westwood 3, Medfield now 2. With 1:18 remaining here in the first quarter. As advertised, these two teams, you knew it was going to be some good back and forth action. You got to take a punch to give a punch. And Medfield able to give a punch back after Westwood took one early and then gave the next two to get us to where we're at now, 3-2 with 1:18 remaining here in the first quarter. That ball loose on the ground. Gannon gets the draw control. Huge. Erin Gannon. She is like Bo Jackson of Westwood sports present day. When you look at the soccer, the hockey, and lacrosse. She got high praise from Margot Spatola, saying she's just a sensational athlete and going to be a difficult player to cover for any team's defense. Hughes trying to get an angle to the net. Medfield made some good adjustments. She was going to work it over to Gannon. So Gannon had her first lacrosse goal in the playoffs last year. It's a way to do it. Remember, I believe the year before, Jillian Walsh had her first ever goal in the playoffs. Fitzpatrick looking in. The shot goes on net. Medfield goaltender able to get the stick on that. And going to look to break it out. There's 15 seconds remaining in the quarter. Are they going to eat it or try and work it upfield? And they're going to look to pass. Goes in and out of the stick, but recovered by Medfield as they work it right back to the goaltender. 2 seconds, 1. And that is going to do it for the first quarter. Westwood up 3-2 on goals by Bridget Hughes, the first two. First one, I forget who had the first one. Yeah. Oh, I don't have my paper, so we'll get back on that one. But stick around, folks. We'll take a quick break. Wolverines up 3-2 on the Medfield Warriors. We'll be right back after a quick message.
I grew up right here in Islington, wearing the green and white for Westwood High. I wasn't the star quarterback or the Tri-Valley League MVP. I was the guy in the back of the room, learning from the best, filling in where my team needed me. And as a team, we won 2 Super Bowl championships. These years taught me that every role matters. The unsung heroes, the backups, the younger players, they complete the team. And that's the heart of Neroli. From the cooks, to the servers, to the dishwashers, we're a team, built on discipline, sacrifice, and trust, delivering authentic Italian dishes to our community. I'm proud to sponsor our hometown teams, not just the All-Stars, but every player grinding it out, because I've been there. Teamwork built me, it built Neroli, and it's building Islington. So come join us for dinner, and let's cheer on our teams together.
Westwood High School Sports, brought to you by Neroli Ristorante, authentically Italian. And Arch Orthodontics, creating generations of beautiful smiles with expert orthodontic care.
Welcome back, folks. About to kick off the second quarter. It was Cassidy McMillan with the first goal for the Wolverines. Cassidy had the second goal. The first goal was Hughes. And then Hughes had the third goal to get us to where we're at, 3-2. And a cold Thursday afternoon here in Westwood, Mass at the multi-purpose field. So I was mistaken, Mr. Mao. I guess they do switch the sides after the quarter. I thought it was a half thing where they do it, but no. Switch sides in the quarter. Westwood now going right to left across the screen.
All right, I'll see you later.
Mackin right back on the draw. Ball in the air, hits a couple sticks, picked up by Medfield. These draw controls have been battles. You know, it's every now and then you see a team where they got a draw control specialist that just tips it off to themselves, and you know, just dominance in those fashions. But then you get the draw controls where it's battles or it hits the ground, and what a turnover caused there. Olivia Mason catches it clean and sends it up to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick, a whistle called, but played on as he was on Medfield as Fitzpatrick works it deeper into Medfield territory. But just love the style of draw controls for the Wolverines. It's just when you see the amount they win, and it's just from sheer, you know, battles and rolling the sleeves up and just going after and trying to win a 50-50 battle, it's awesome to see. It's the essence of lacrosse, is winning draw controls that way. Mackin looking to help out the effort with all those draw controls, and she does. Jenny Mackin with the goal. Put the Wolverines up 2. Well-deserved goal. She has been helping Westwood on the effort with all the possessions won on the draw control, and to get one for the effort, fantastic. And that stops the clock. I think everyone here would agree, a running clock, we won't say that's a bad thing with the cold. All right, back to the draw. Mackin setting up. Gannon, McMillan on the wing. Oh, that's actually Harrington. Harrington working across, closer to the 50. As strategy being in play here, and there we go. Beautifully drawn up as Harrington was working towards that 50 and well positioned to pick up that draw control for another Westwood possession. And does a great job of just working that into the zone unscathed. Fitzpatrick. Finds a cutting Hughes. Hughes, little spinorama. Medfield making some good adjustments on defense. Knocks the ball loose. A whistle, though, will stay with Westwood. Hughes not even waiting, and as she shouldn't. You know, I love that. When the whistle happens and it's your possession, you can get right into the play. Meredith looking inside. Ball gets loose. A whistle will stay with Westwood. So Gannon's going to have it. Looks like she might have some space. Erin Gannon shot. She scores. Erin the Cannon Gannon on the board for the Wolverines for their 5th goal. Great shot. Elevated that shot. Had some zip on it to find the back of the net. And what can't Erin Gannon do? My goodness. She's got a very good shot of becoming the all-time point scorer in soccer history. She is a sensational hockey player, and add lacrosse to that list. Both teams, a lot of strategy going on here on the draw control. Harrington now playing more defensively on it, and clean win. McMillan right in her stick, and she caught that in stride. Can't say enough about Westwood on the draw control today. So impressive. Mackin working, looking inside. Hughes makes a move and gets the back of the net. Hat trick for Bridget Hughes. Didn't know if she had the angle or the opportunity to let that loose as the goaltender was kind of coming out to play aggressively, but enough to get that across the goal line for Westwood's 6th goal. And great answer for the Wolverines as Medfield got it to within 1, where Westwood was up 3-2. Westwood's got 3 unanswered to go up 6-2. It's all started from the draw controls. So critical. When you get those possessions and then convert those possessions into goals, beautiful things happen. And Westwood, certainly the byproduct of that, up 6-2. 9:07 remaining here in the first half. Oh, my goodness. Mackin again to herself. That is not easy to do. Caught it clean. Right back to work go the Wolverines. McMillan, don't let her get that shot off. Absolute rocket, we saw it earlier. Looking to shoot, just goes wide, but well positioned was Meredith. Heavy, heavy shot by McMillan. Hughes working around as Westwood working a couple inside picks. Opens up some space for Hughes. Hughes draws two. Turns it. And then gonna settle it. Wolverines have a couple different options on every play. Tough to defend. You got inside cutters and then you got dodgers who can take it to net at any point. McMillan, one of those. Goes righty, lefty shot, and then saved by Medfield on that shot. Nice save by the Medfield goaltender. But they're gonna have their work cut out for them though, because Westwood really puts the pressure on when it comes to the breakouts, and there we go. Missed connection on that pass, gonna stay with Westwood as they will take the ball in, as Gannon brings it into play. And we're back live. Oh, ball gets away. McMillan, clean scoop as players are crashing in. Westwood working some cutters. Fitzpatrick going through. Harrington, Gannon. Hughes looking at that space saying, hey, I got some space to work with. Gannon, inside pass looking for Mandeville. That ball knocked loose, picked up by Medfield. Medfield's got it with some space ahead. Looking to take advantage of some numbers, but Westwood's got some pretty good athletes who can close down that space, as Olivia Mason does, and that's a smart play. Very underrated play where she forced Medfield to slow that down, set it up. That allows Westwood to get their defense back into the play. It's been a while. You know, Westwood's been dominating the possession battle, where now Medfield an opportunity to take it towards the net, and they score. That will get them back to within 3. And that's a big goal for Medfield. It was a needed goal after Westwood scored 3 unanswered. Now Medfield gets a goal to chip away. 6 minutes, 32 remaining here in the first half. And it looks like we're going to have Harrington on the draw. Harrington's got McMillan, got Gannon on the wings. Ball in the air. Loose by both teams' feet. That's infraction on Westwood, Medfield ball. No, Medfield. Opportunity here. Looking to get within 2. Work behind the net. Good positioning there by Jillian Walsh. Twin sister to Greg Walsh on the boys team. Whistle on Westwood. We're going to send Lizzie Weeman behind the Medfield player as she works it over around to number 21. Medfield player opening up, but pass hits the turf, and Olivia Mason coming away with it. Just picked up cleanly and able to just work a nice clean breakout just like that to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick's got some room, trying to make a move. She does, takes it towards the net, she scores! Emma Fitzpatrick, a 40-yard dash to the net puts it under the bar for the Westwood goal. You got to credit Olivia Mason for getting the turnover and a beautiful outlet pass to make that happen. Put Westwood up 7-3. And a great answer after Medfield's goal. Great effort. I would say individual effort, but you got to also give credit to Olivia Mason there to set up that Fitzpatrick dash to the net and putting it right under the crossbar.
Oh, yes, because there was a cord on the front side. The little anchor point that I know.
And then all of a sudden it was like it's gonna rain. It started raining. It's like, all right.
Harrington going to take the draw again for the Wolverines. Mackin getting a breather. Ball in the air. Got a battle on our hands. Medfield wins it. Working in the Westwood defensive area. Again, did a good job of taking away that window. Forced Medfield to set it up. Most fast break opportunities. Westwood does a good job of taking away those angles. Shot from the outside, saved by Keneally. Keneally looking for the quick breakout. Knocked down by Medfield, picked up by Walsh. Walsh on the clear. Clears it herself, just running 30 yards, 40 yards, works it in nicely, excuse me. And Walsh working it right behind the net. That's a great job by Walsh, the defender. In hockey, they say there's no better breakout than when you got space in front of you, you take that and you work it out. That is the best way to break it out, and probably very similar to lacrosse. You got that space, take it. McMillan. That was maybe the hardest shot of the game. Absolute rocket shot by McMillan there. Just missed, well-positioned. Westwood keeps the possession. Hughes working through traffic. Gets knocked loose, takes some contact, and she'll have a shooting space. Love to see that. Not afraid to take it to physical areas. That's where good things happen. And Hughes has been doing that for a few years. She started, I think, every game that she's played. Hughes to the net, holds it again, and she finds the back of the net again. She's got 4 goals now. Have a day. Bridget Hughes. Bridget Hughes was a junior captain on the field hockey team. Had a sensational field hockey season and off to a absolute outstanding start right now for lacrosse. Mackin back out there. Looks like McMillan's going to get a rest. Coach Spatola doing a good job of keeping fresh legs out there. And Westwood doing a good job of stepping up when Mackin's out there. Harrington getting some big face-off wins that contribute to some big goals. Put the Wolverines back up 5. Mackin, big win. Again, just tallying up the draw controls. She's got to have about 8 so far here in the first half. Three minutes, 30 remaining here in the first half. Wolverines up 8-3. Looking to get their 9th. Fitzpatrick, wheeling and dealing. Center it over to Harrington. The stick of Mackin, we saw her score earlier. She can certainly shoot. She can shoot from distance too. Looking inside, beautiful pass, shot, goal off the stick from Mackin to Mandeville to the back of the net. That was a threading the needle pass by Mackin to find Mandeville, and then Mandeville with a terrific shot to find the back of the net for the Wolverines' 9th goal. And that's going to be a timeout call. So a timeout call by Medfield after Westwood with a terrific answer to take their largest lead of the game, 9-3. We'll take a break ourselves. So you're watching Westwood Media Center coverage of Westwood Girls Lacrosse. We'll be right back.
I grew up right here in Islington, wearing the green and white for Westwood High. I wasn't the star quarterback or the Tri-Valley League MVP. I was the guy in the back of the room, learning from the best, filling in where my team needed me. And as a team, we won 2 Super Bowl championships. These years taught me that every role matters. The unsung heroes, the backups, the younger players, they complete the team. And that's the heart of Neroli. From the cooks, to the servers, to the dishwashers, we're a team, built on discipline, sacrifice, and trust, delivering authentic Italian dishes to our community. I'm proud to sponsor our hometown teams, not just the All-Stars, but every player grinding it out, because I've been there. Teamwork built me, it built Neroli, and it's building Islington. So come join us for dinner, and let's cheer on our teams together.
Westwood High School Sports brought to you by Neroli Ristorante, authentically Italian. And Arch Orthodontics, creating generations of beautiful smiles with expert orthodontic care.
Well, both teams coming out of the timeout. Wolverines, their largest lead of the day, 9-3. Off the most recent goal by Mila Mandeville. Podcaster, skier, I believe, too. Multi-talented. Mackin going right back to the draw. I didn't think that she'd ever top her game versus Longmeadow a couple years ago on the draw, but she may be doing this. She may be catching it today. I mean, she had like 14, 15 in that game. And another. Wolverines get the draw. Mandeville coming off the goal. Huge. After a timeout, Medfield called the timeout. Westwood to get that possession, looking to just continue to build on this lead. That's a shot and a goal. Meredith on the board. Ava Meredith with a heck of a shot. Working it right, shooting left. Gets Westwood's 10th goal. Great instincts on that goal. Saw that opening, just fired it right at the net. I don't think the Medfield goaltender was ready for it. So 2 minutes 34 remaining here in the first half. Westwood now with a 7-goal lead. Mackin right back to the draw. McMillan, Mandeville on the wings. A little different formation. Can allow some space between McMillan and the other Medfield player on the left side. It's an infraction, going to be Medfield's ball, so infraction call on Westwood. Medfield's ball looking to chip into it. That pass gets away. It's working towards the sideline, but picked up. Starts with 1. Medfield looking to get that 1 to chip away at this 7-goal lead for the Wolverines. That pass goes through to no one as Mason trying to pick it up, battling with the Medfield player as Medfield's able to get the ground ball. Looking to work towards the net. Shot and a goal. Well, Medfield able to score there to get back on the board. Minute 52 remaining here in the first. A lot of goals, 10-4 in the first half. And Medfield back-to-back possessions. Trying to go through a couple players. Westwood knocks it loose. Shea picks it up. He's trying to weave through traffic. And that's going to be a whistle on Medfield as Shea was trying to work it out of the defensive zone. We might see our card here. And we do. We're going to see a yellow card, which Westwood's going to be up a player for, I believe, a minute. So an opportunity for Westwood with a minute 35. Try and take advantage of a player up. A pass here on the near side to Gannon. Gannon gonna use that athleticism, work it across the field. Get it across the 50. And able to work that in to Medfield's defensive zone. So the 30-yard line is that line of demarcation where you want to get it across, where that gets the defenders, or it gets the attack and off. It gets the attack off your radar to allow you to get into the zone. Medfield gets the turnover, which they have some time left. They're going to try and score, even down a player, as Westwood knocks it loose. That was a nice play by Gannon, knocked it loose. Hits the ground. And offsides on Westwood. Going to be Medfield's going to start with it as the clock is running right now. So at least 10 seconds ran off the clock as Medfield has it with 22. Run it towards the net. That shot gets loose. Who has the angle, or it stays in play actually. Interesting to see where this is. It's going to be Westwood ball with 7 seconds. That's a big play. That eliminates any opportunity for Medfield to try and score before the half as 1 second hits, and that is going to do it for the first half. Wolverines explosive on the goal front, get 10 goals, and they take a 10-4 lead. And we'll take a break here. You're watching Westwood Media Center coverage of Westwood Girls Lacrosse.
I grew up right here in Islington, wearing the green and white for Westwood High. I wasn't the star quarterback or the Tri-Valley League MVP. I was the guy in the back of the room, learning from the best, filling in where my team needed me. And as a team, we won 2 Super Bowl championships. These years taught me that every role matters. The unsung heroes, the backups, the younger players, they complete the team. And that's the heart of Neroli. From the cooks, to the servers, to the dishwashers, we're a team, built on discipline, sacrifice, and trust, delivering authentic Italian dishes to our community. I'm proud to sponsor our hometown teams, not just the All-Stars, but every player grinding it out, because I've been there. Teamwork built me, it built Neroli, and it's building Islington. So come join us for dinner, and let's cheer on our teams together.
Westwood High School Sports, brought to you by Neroli Ristorante, authentically Italian. And Arch Orthodontics, creating generations of beautiful smiles with expert orthodontic care.
Welcome back. We are at Multi-Purpose Field, TVL rivalry game between your Wolverines and the Medfield Warriors. Jenny Valdez, Morgan Donahue here, Westwood Media Center coverage of Westwood Girls Lacrosse. Very impressive start for the Wolverines. They came out with purpose. And it's not just the goal scoring, but the possession battle has been key. Most importantly, at that face-off dot where we are right now, Mackin has been absolutely sensational. She's had some great help too from the wings. Battling all day, Mandeville and McMillan one-handed on the draw control. What a play there. One-handed, caught in, had the right hand on the stick and caught that clean. And right back to another draw control for the Wolverines. McMillan's got some space, looking to go through traffic. She hits some, oh, they're going to say, I thought it was going to be infraction on Westwood based on the angle of the official's arm. It looks like it's going to be on Medfield. I don't know if McMillan will have the easiest path to the net, so I'd expect a pass on the whistle. And she's showing pass, and she does. Mackin, ball gets loose. McMillan there to regain it. Great job by McMillan. And the goaltender picks off that pass. But West trying to knock loose. The goaltender able to regain it back in the pocket and then knocks loose again. That's a whistle on Westwood. Medfield working it in. Nice slide by the Wolverines. Great adjustment. That's a whistle. Medfield going right to the net after the whistle. Shot, save by Keneally, goes behind the net. Medfield gets it back. Medfield looking to make some second half adjustments, and there's one. And they get the first goal of the second half. Their fifth goal. Halftime, always that time where you have a few minutes to make some adjustments, personnel-wise or X's and O's wise. Medfield able to get that first goal, try and get some second half momentum to cut into Westwood's lead. Now 10-5 lead. That ball heads just past McMillan and picked up by Medfield. That pass gets away, but Medfield able to pick it up. Westwood very close there to pick that possession up, but Medfield did a good job of taking a good angle. Working towards the net, that shot gets knocked loose, but ex-player behind the net there for backup. Little pass inside, shot, saved by Keneally. And Keneally right away sending it downfield. And then Hughes gets the ball, the ground ball, and she's gonna work it across field. Big save by Keneally. And those are momentum building. You get a big save like that, you're gonna get your teammates fired up. And not only that, it's Westwood possession. They're right back in Medfield territory looking to take advantage of that save and make it a two-goal swing. Wolverines patiently working it around. Shot by McMillan. That was a heavy shot saved by Medfield. She was looking short side. Great save by the Medfield goaltender. Mandeville trying to take away space right at the sideline. A Medfield player doing a good job of working it through a few Westwood players. Westwood able to knock it loose, but a whistle. Stay with Medfield. And Medfield's going to center it, middle of the field. Midfielder on midfielder. Medfield working inside, shot, saved by Keneally. That was a shot by McDonald. Great save by Keneally. That was a point blank look. Fantastic save by Keneally. McDonald again. Dishes it off. Westwood doing a great job on the slides defensively. Good timing on it. You know when and where to help each other. And Medfield working towards the net. She was in the crease, it looked like. Yes, Westwood ball. So went in the crease. That's a violation. Westwood's looking to work their breakout. Walsh looking upfield. Nice clean pass right up to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick with some room ahead. She's got to put the Jets on. Can she get around the defender? No, she's going to send it behind the net. We saw a goal earlier where 40-yard sprint right to the net, put it right into the crossbar. Mackin, beautiful move to the left, trying to work it back to the right, gets knocked loose, but Hughes there. Good anticipation by the Wolverines when the ball's down, and a shot and a score. Erin Gannon, her second of the game, and a big goal. As they answer Medfield's goal to get their 11th of the game and go back up 6. So Gannon has taken a major step from last year. What a skill set to shoot like that, but also the athleticism in the midfield to work the ball up, work it on breakouts, turn into transition offense, and then to have the ability to dodge, earn some draw controls, some nice passes on the cuts. What a jump she has made since last year. Mackin with a win. Another to add to the tally of her draw controls. Meredith weaving. She's gonna work it on to Harrington, Mandeville over to Gannon. This is the time of the game too where you're not only just looking to add to that lead, you have every opportunity to be a little patient too. Clock is your best friend when you have a big lead. It can be suffocating. Especially when there is no shot clock, you can use that to your advantage. That ball gets knocked loose. Medfield gets the ground ball. And Gannon all over. There's some contact there, get a whistle. And Medfield going to start. As Medfield working towards the net, shot goes wide. It was deflected off a Westwood stick. We'll stay with Medfield. Medfield looking to shoot from the right side. That goes wide. He's going to stay with them. Working it inside. Shot. Keneally, save again. She's had 3 big saves in the last 5 minutes. Now Medfield putting the pressure on. Westwood's breakout. Westwood's going to try the far side. Shea working through a couple players. Some nice moves to create some space. Then pass up to Mandeville. Mandeville working it up ahead to Mackin. Westwood using their patience here, or being patient here as they work it around. Pass inside, just gets through. Knocked loose. Then McDonald comes away with the possession. McDonald's going to have it as they reset. Work it And we get a whistle. And they're reset it. They're going to have Meredith start behind McDonald as McDonald sends it back to the Medfield goaltender. Medfield goaltender missing it on that pass. Harrington gets in front of it and has it in her stick for a second. It's tough to do in this weather, and Medfield gets it. Both teams aggressive on the turnovers, doing a good job getting some ground balls. Medfield trying to work it in. Shea right there helping out Weeman. And then Shea right back in there. And a save by Keneally on that shot. Keneally dialed. It's an outstanding effort by Keneally in net. She's made a ton of big saves, particularly here in the second half. Well, Medfield down 6. They gotta get one here, and that's off the crossbar. Goes into the woods. They got to start chipping away at it as the clock is ticking. Inside 2 minutes left in the third quarter, and then fourth quarter. Tough to get 6 goals on top of what Westwood will do in the fourth quarter. So you got to get something here. Medfield working it. Westwood holding strong on defense. Shot from the outside, that gets by. McDonald there as the backup. It's working it lefty. The ball knocked loose, but picked right back up. Sent it up to the top of the key. Westwood forcing to the outside. Taking away that middle as Medfield catch shot, and they do score. So a goal by Medfield gets their 6th goal. Their 6th goal, and it's now an 11-6 game with 1:05 remaining. Yeah. Well, a nice shot, catch, shot, low shot, and as we were saying, Medfield need that goal to, with time kind of starting to dwindle, you need to get that goal to start chipping away. I mean, the 6th goal now, a 5-goal lead for the Wolverines. As Mackin right back on the draw. Gannett to her left, McMillan to her right. Big draw here, and Medfield gets the win. Medfield looking to waste no time. Less than a minute remaining here in the third. Trying to make it a 4-goal deficit before the close of the quarter. Shea had a stick on that, and then pass to Medfield. That goes off the bar, and right in the stick of Gannon. Gannon gets the ricochet. She's working on the outside, tiptoe on the sideline, gets it across the 50, and able to work it inside the 30. Great job, Erin Gannon. Situational awareness after that ball hit the post. And now Medfield gets the turnover. 15 seconds remaining here in the third. Trying to get something going with the time remaining here, but great defense. Meredith able to knock that loose. We got a whistle. It'll be Westwood ball as there's 3 seconds, 2, 1, and that is gonna do it for the third quarter. So a back and forth third quarter. Wolverines, oh, they're not gonna end it just yet, I guess. A little confusion here. So it's Medfield's ball. The quarter is not officially over just yet. I think it was a few seconds, maybe 3 seconds that was left on the clock. So I think I'll allow Medfield to pick it up in 1, 2, 3. And the clock is actually going to be on the official on the field's whistle, and then there it is. So that is going to be the official end to the third as Westwood takes an 11-6 lead into the fourth quarter. We'll take a break. You're watching Westwood Media Center coverage of Westwood Girls Soccer, or Westwood Girls Lacrosse, excuse me. They're up 11-6.
I grew up right here in Islington, wearing the green and white for Westwood High. I wasn't the star quarterback or the Tri-Valley League MVP. I was the guy in the back of the room, learning from the best, filling in where my team needed me. And as a team, we won 2 Super Bowl championships. These years taught me that every role matters. The unsung heroes, the backups, the younger players, they complete the team. And that's the heart of Neroli. From the cooks, to the servers, to the dishwashers, we're a team, built on discipline, sacrifice, and trust, delivering authentic Italian dishes to our community. I'm proud to sponsor our hometown teams, not just the All-Stars, but every player grinding it out, because I've been there. Teamwork built me, it built Neroli, and it's building Islington. So come join us for dinner, and let's cheer on our teams together.
Westwood High School Sports, brought to you by Neroli Ristorante, authentically Italian. And Arch Orthodontics, creating generations of beautiful smiles with expert orthodontic care.
Welcome back, folks. Jenny Valdez, Morgan Donahue here. Start of the fourth quarter. Westwood up 11-6. Mackin has been all world on the draw. And a big fourth quarter ahead. Try and keep that pace for the Wolverines. 5-goal lead. As what Mike Welby's famous for saying, Medfield's got to beat Westwood and the clock here. And Westwood's got to keep the goals coming, but also keep the ball possessions as well to allow that clock to just continue to tick. It's suffocating when you have a big lead and time is just dwindling down. So Shea going to work it out of the defensive zone, sends it up to Weeman, captain to captain. Not only just captain to captain to basketball captain. Here comes Walsh. Walsh with some nice moves. Able to protect that ball as Medfield is trying to knock it loose. Fitzpatrick gonna work it down low. And this is where Westwood's possession can start get suffocating when they start to work it around, but McMillan looking for a hole. She finds one and she scores. What a move, Cassidy McMillan. Beautiful dodge and a terrific shot for the goal to get Westwood on the board first here in the fourth quarter and to get back to a 6-goal lead. This is the number 5 team currently ranked in the state that Westwood's doing this against. Westwood, the number 7 ranked team. Very impressive effort. Ball goes airborne. And still not officially possessed yet. Still battle for, we got to battle some contact, and then Medfield picks it up. And back on the turf. And back in the stick of Medfield. Westwood defense, very sound. Pass inside to Medfield, a couple Wolverine players closing in, trying to knock that loose, so we do get a whistle. And Medfield will have an opportunity here. And they're gonna have a pretty good angle towards the net. Keneally set up between the pipes for this shooting space. Medfield right to the net, shot, and a score. Medfield answers to Westwood's goal. Get back within 5.
Outdoors.
12-7 Westwood, 9:53 remaining here in the game.
That was like just splitting for me. Like, as soon as the school went to like,
That one goes back towards Westwood's defensive zone and picked up by Medfield. Medfield able to get it within 5, looking to get within 4 here and get momentum on their side. Working inside, they have a lane, a whistle on the play, and it looks like a shooting space will be set up just over here to the right. Number 21 on Medfield. Right to the net, shot and a goal, back-to-back goals for Medfield to now make it a 4-goal game. So big momentum now on Medfield's side, and we're going to get a timeout call by the Wolverines with 9 minutes, 17 remaining. So Medfield fired up. We'll talk through this. Back-to-back goals after Westwood's goal. A 4-goal game. And you knew Medfield was going to find a way to chip away. I mean, they're too good of a team not to. Reigning defending Division III state champ. And to their credit, getting those back-to-back goals to now put some pressure. The next draw control going to be a critical one. The next possession, or excuse me, the next goal, it could be turned into a 3-goal game or back to a 5-goal game. Such a game of chess. Winning that possession, what do you do with it? Do you maximize it? Or does the other team find a way to get the ball back in their stick and they take advantage of it? All right, here we go. Both teams back on the field. And we're going to go right back to the draw. It's been a favorable day for Westwood on the draw because of Jenny Mackin and the very talented wings. And we're going to see Bridget Hughes on the wing. So Bridget Hughes on the wing with Cassidy McMillan. And now they switch it up. Hughes started on one side, now goes over to the other. Love that. A little changing things up. As the ball works loose towards the far sideline, Medfield picks it up. Westwood closing in, trying to knock it loose. They do, but there's a whistle on the play saying there was contact. Westwood putting some pressure on there as Meredith is able to get a piece of it, but Medfield able to collect it. That ball gets knocked out loose. Ballinford is Walsh. She takes contact and she gets the possession in a ground ball. Big play by Jillian Walsh. Big possession by the Wolverines to get that. Jillian Walsh on the spot. She saw that ball get loose the minute it came loose and then protected that ball to keep it in front of her. And now Westwood the ball in their stick with a 4-goal lead, trying to make it back to a 5-goal lead with time on their side. Mackin on the outside. Draws two. Had a third for a second. And works it out to McMillan. McMillan. Shot! Just wide. That is a heavier shot than we saw last year. There's certainly a lot of work she put in the offseason to make that shot the way it is right now. That is a college level shot, and that's a college level shooting space shot. They like to fire it on the shooting spaces versus take it to the net. It's a beautiful pass over to Fitzpatrick to the net, trying to work it in and a save by Medfield, but we have a whistle. And we're gonna get a shooting space for Fitzpatrick. As she was taking that towards the net and she was impeded, and she's gonna have a great angle. Fitzpatrick, shot, save by Medfield. Must have doing a good job. A little man-on-man on the outlet passes, really nowhere to go, and then now pass made. And some heavy pressure put on by Westwood. They're going to restart. Going to restart here on the near sideline.
You have to wait for her to step or pass. Go ahead, self-start.
And back in play as that ball hits the turf. Mandeville there picks it up. So that heavy pressure plays a role, and Westwood gets the ball back. So 6 minutes, 12 remaining. I have seen, folks, some teams get a possession with 6 minutes and just play keep away for 6. We'll see what Westwood does, but it's a beautiful art to see a team close out games when, you know, I've seen it as much as 5-6 minutes where a team just plays keep away for that long. But it's Westwood to the net, saved by Medfield. McMillan on the shot. The Medfield goalie has had some big saves the last couple shots from Westwood. And here comes the Westwood pressure again. And reset. Westwood very aggressive, but that's been a strength of theirs, as the athleticism they have on the midfield. And it's gonna be a Westwood ball, stepped out of bounds. A Westwood ball, and wasting no time, Fitzpatrick right up to McMillan. Threads the needle on that pass. McMillan trying to get to the outside and then able to work it inside. Pass down low to Hughes. Hughes looking to shoot. She takes some contact, and yes, a foul going to be called. Hughes going to have a look. And a great angle. This is Broadway Street for an angle. Right down the middle where she can get the best angle possible to shoot towards the net. Hughes takes contact. They're going to get a redo here. Hughes again. Oh, again on the patience, and another goal. I believe her 5th goal of the game. Bridget Hughes. I said it earlier, have a game, but have a game again. Nothing more impressive than scoring big goals against a big-time team, TVL team, and that was massive. Put the Wolverines back up 5. 4 minutes 13 remaining. Critical face-off here. If Wolverines can get the draw here, they can certainly start to play that keep away. Ball in the air, clean win by Medfield. Medfield trying to work down the middle. Great slides by the Wolverines. They force Medfield to stay at bay, wait for everyone to get into position. Trying to work it outside, back to the inside, knocked loose, and then right into the stick of Keneally. Keneally sending it upfield from Mandeville. hits her stick back on the ground, and it's still loose. Still loose. And there's not much room to work with to try and get the stick on there. It's going to be a fraction. That'll be a Westwood ball, folks. And Mackin, she's going to jog it in. Nice, smart play by Mackin. Slowly bring it in there. Knew she had the space, the time, the patience there as the clock. Allow that to continue to tick. Patrick looking inside. Harrington off the crossbar. Right back to Medfield goaltender work there, breakout. Westwood able to get a stick on stick there, but the ball knocked loose. Not knocked loose, but then stolen by McMillan. McMillan has the ball with less than 2 minutes remaining here. Big steal there by McMillan. Clean steal. And Westwood just gonna put their thumb on the clock. It's inside a minute 30 now. Medfield trying to knock it loose. That's a whistle. Hughes keeps playing. Pass to Harrington. That shot goes wide. Westwood not done yet. Still looking to get another goal. That shot goes wide. Picked right back up by Westwood. And Westwood right back with the ball on their stick, looking to score another. As Hughes looking to shoot. There's 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and that is gonna do it. A big win for the Wolverines here early in their season to go 2-0 on the year, and a big win, TVL win versus a top team in the state. And the girls are pretty excited about it, and as they should. They earned this one. Came out of the gate with purpose, held strong, finished strong. And that is a very impressive win for this Westwood Girls Lacrosse team. And, you know, my goodness, big games by Bridget Hughes, Jenny Mackin on the draw, Cassidy McMillan, massive. The Westwood D, Moira Keneally with timely, big saves. And that is a big win to help build some momentum as this team is building to find its identity. And that's a great way to start. Well, that's going to do it from here at the multi-purpose field. From Jenny Valdez, I am Morgan Donahue, folks. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you all again soon.